Live streaming is on.
This is the link.
Sir, send me a link, sir. Yes, Chiranjeevi. Yes, Chiranjeevi. Good morning. ಇದೆ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಕಳಿಸು 3 ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ಗೂ ಜಿತ್ಸಿ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಲೈವ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮಿಂಗು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಓಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ಗೂ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಓಕೆ
Ma'am, are you there in WhatsApp?
Yes, sir. Last time you sent me, no, sir?
It's not coming. 547, right?
Yes, sir.
Done.
another place. And it acts as a carrier for the sending of the of mass topology. So mass topology, as the name says that in the mass topology, each
So, good
node
morning,
is
students.
connected to the
In the last class, we discussed about culture, diversity, and society also. So, we learned first lesson in the last class, that is geographical diversity. So, today we are going to learn the chapter 2, that is religious diversity. So, religious diversity, while learning this, so we should know what is a religion for us. So, according to Swami Vivekananda, religion is the idea which is raising the brute into man and man into God. Religion was his main focus after self realization. So, what is a religion? So, we have different opinions, a different definition when it comes to religion. So, religion is a sea of dichotomies and contradictions, struggles and victories, strengths and weaknesses, bondage and liberation. So, it is an evolution of mankind or humankind. So, though the religion has shed a lot of blood, it is also the lifeblood of many cultures, particularly in India. So, in India, religious life forms the center, the keynote of the whole music of national life. So, Vivekananda wanted a reshaping of religion, not its destruction. So, keeping it at the center of all growth, each soul is potentially divine. The goal is to manifest this divinity within by controlling nature, so external and internal also. So do this either by work, worship, or psychic control, or philosophy, by one or more or all of these, and be free. So the keynote in this definition is soul. So it is so interesting that subject was a soul to Vivekananda. So, not merely a human being. When we are busy fighting today for the rights of various identities based on gender and other factors, here is a portrayal of religion, an institution known to exist only among humans as something belonging to each soul. So, what is religious diversity? So, we know what is religion now. Religion is a sea of dichotomies, contradictions, struggles are also there. So, what is religious diversity? So, religion is one of the oldest basic socio cultural characteristics associated with the mankind and civilizations. So, created by them over thousands of years of known history. So, religion is a set of beliefs, symbols, and practices which is based on the idea of the sacred and which is based on unites believers into a socio-religious community. So, India has the distinction of being the land from where certain important religions of the world, that is Hinduism, Buddhism, Sikhism, and Jainism, originated. So, our country is also the origin of some of the indigenous faiths, tribal religions that have survived. The influence of many religions for centuries and are still holding ground firmly. Besides these religions, many religions of foreign origin, such as Christianity and Islam, have flourished to a great extent. So, religious diversity is the recognition of many different faith groups active in the same country. So, religious diversity is the fact that there are significant differences in religious belief and practice. So, Buddha is known for the eightfold path, Muhammad for his path of solidarity, Christ for his path of love, Sri Ramakrishna, the prophet of harmony and renunciation, and his illustrious disciple are known for being open to all paths of freedom. So, the glory of Christianity is to conquer by forgiveness. So, this is quoted by William Blake. So, Dalai Lama said, so my religion is very simple, my religion is kindness. So, I love you when you bow in your mosque, kneel in your temple, pray in your church, for you and I are sons of one religion, and it is the spirit always. So we are together, we are united, we are one. So unity in diversity. So according to Mahatma Gandhi, so Mahatma Gandhi said, when I admire the wonders of a sunset or the beauty of the moon, my soul expands in the worship of the creator. So for Mahatma Gandhi, nature is a god, nature is a teacher. So he describes the beauty of the nature here. He finds uh, God in the nature, in the sunset, yes, in the moon also. So though there is nothing that has brought to man more blessings than a religion always. So at the same time, there is nothing that has brought more horror than religion. So nothing has made more for peace and love than religion. Nothing has endangered fiercer hatred than religion. So, nothing has made the brotherhood of man more tangible than religion. Nothing has bred more bitter enmity between man and man than religion. So, nothing has built more charitable institutions, more hospitals for men, and ever for animals also than religion. Nothing has deluged the world with more blood than religion. So, religion is something more pure than you can imagine. So its teachings are immortal. It is as boundless as the ocean, as bounteous as nature, as beautiful as the sunset. And one who follows it with dedication will achieve higher objectives in life. So, religion is more related to culture, and it's a way to live the life. If we just consider the Rama or Buddha or Jesus, all are worshipped, and when you will find that they have established the higher standards of morals for the values. So Rama is known as Maryada Purushottam, and then Buddha sacrificed his whole life for knowing the knowledge within self. So, and Jesus was so great to forgive his assassin. The values that define our generation are the same ones that make us less likely to believe in God. So the phrase spiritual but not religious has gained so much popularity over the years that it has evolved to become one of the main identifiers of youths aged between 18 to 34 here. So compared to their parents and grandparents, at the same age, youths are considerably less likely to be attached to ideals of organized religion. So only 40% of youth consider religion to be an important part of their everyday life. Yet 80% of the individuals say that they have spiritual beliefs, identifying with statements like I feel a deep sense of spiritual well-being, and I experience a sense of wonder about the universe. So the youth is entirely different as opposed to the previous. Career is a life attitude held by their parents. This generation often focuses their thoughts on maintaining a work life balance. So they expect to build relationships with those around them and desire to feel a sense of belonging in every aspect of life. So, for many, religion is a difficult concept to accept for several reasons. Some people aren't content to accept the existence of God only on faith. So some find religious teaching too conservative and constricting. Some find religion hypocritical, and others simply feel like religion goes against science. So in the religious diversity, when we take this chapter, so religious diversity of India. So, India is often described as incredible India. So, incredible, that is extraordinary, marvelous, magnificent. So, we always find this beautiful word, incredible. India, and everyone would agree this when they study something about India. So we believe that our India is incredible India, and the culture, languages, climate, geography, everything is on a different scale on this land. So it is more versatile and complex than that of a continent. So everything is different here. So on the religious zone, India offers an unbelievable sketch, so which you can't find anywhere in the world. So with a population of more than 1.24 billion, of which nearly 1 billion Hindus, so you may presume that this may be the Hindu land. So let's learn some amazing and amusing features of India's religious population through table. So based on the latest census taken in 2011, it means India's population is above 1 billion here. So it is roughly 17.5% of the total world population. So India stands second in population behind China. So though in the global religious scenario, both Christians and Muslims stand top respectively. So the case is different in India. Here is the statistics show some interesting figures here. Statistics of various religions of India according to 2001 census. Religion percentage number also, and then Hindus 80.50%, Muslims 13.40%, Christians 2.30%, Sikhs 1.84, others 0.65. Jains are there, that is 0.38, Buddhists 0.68, and others 0.65 here. So first we take Hinduism here. Many religions are there in India. Different people, they follow different religion here. They respect different religion, and then the Hinduism. Hinduism is more than a religion. So it is a culture, a way of life, and a code of behavior. So this is reflected in a term Indians used to describe religion. So the most ancient sacred text of Hindu religion was written in Sanskrit. So and or called the Vedas. Hinduism does not have just one sacred book, but several scriptures. Hinduism is a dominant way of life in South Asia and third largest religion after Christianity and Islam in the world. Although Hinduism contains different philosophies, it is oriented by shared concepts, same textual resources, common ritual practices, cosmology, and pilgrimage to sacred sites. So it includes Shaivism, Vaishnavism, and Shaktism. So each with interwoven beliefs and practices. So Hinduism is considered oldest religion in the world, and it is also referred as Sanatana Dharma. So which means eternal way or eternal life. So Western thinkers opine that Hinduism is a synthesis or fusion of various Indian culture and traditions with divine roots and no single founder. So it prescribes the eternal duties such as honesty, non-violence, patience, self-restraint, and compassion also. So when we see the word non-violence, so we remember Mahatma Gandhi here. So he fought against injustice, oppression, and discrimination. Yes, so that's why he followed non-violence. So it is very difficult to follow non-violence. And there are many Hindu beliefs and practices. The prominent are four Purusharthas. First one is there four Purusharthas of Hindu beliefs and practices. So first one, responsibility towards ethical values, conduct, virtues, a way of living, moral rights, and duties. So first one, dharma. Second one, artha. So artha means responsibility of work, duty, care of properties, livelihood. So third one, that is kama, emotions, spread of lineage, love, and affection. So fourth Purushartha is moksha, that is liberation, salvation, and self-realization. So various rituals are practiced with puja, homa, yajna, so etc. And starting any ritual and new task with puja or rhythmic prayer is hallmark of Hindu practices. So coconut breaking is there, or use of betel leaves, nuts, and then fruits and flowers are essential part of any puja in India. Temples, Vedas, Mahabharat, Ramayana, great epics are there. Bhagavad Gita, Bhakti Gana is there. Instrumental music, Puranas, Manusmriti, Upanishads, horoscope, auspicious days and time. So, etc. are symbolic in Hinduism. So, we celebrate different festivals in India. World wide, Hindus population is about 1000 million, and main concentration is in India, Nepal, England, USA, Singapore, Malaysia, Fiji, Papua New Guinea, and then Kenya and South Africa. So they have established well worldwide as businessmen, executives, and workers. So in India, in central places, than in communal tussle with Muslims for petty reasons. First one, we learnt about Hinduism here. So, four Purusharthas and their rituals, their practices also, and Vedas about epics. Next, we move on to Muslims in India. In a population of 124 crores, Muslims are about 16 crores, spread all over Indian and considered minority in comparison to Hindus. But by themselves, only second to Indonesia in terms of world population grouping. Though Muslims have come from Iranian plateau, there have been steady conversion of Hindus to Muslims during the rules of Mughals and other Muslim kings and Nawabs in India. Muslims have a specific identity of language, and then dress code is there, food habits, festivals, rituals, and occupations. There are separate masjids for cults like Shias and Sunnis, Bohris and Aga Khan Muslims. Different sects are there. The majority of Indian Muslims belong to Sunni cult. Though population of Muslims is spread all over India, they are more in Jammu and Kashmir, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, Gujarat, and Maharashtra states. Though Urdu is a main language, it is mixed Urdu with Hindi. They do prayers in mosques and idgahs on festivals. They are considered socially and educationally backward and get special benefits from the government for upliftments. Though Muslims are Indians and are in mainstream of Indian society, sometimes some fundamentalists and youth, guided by Pakistani agents, create problems, violence, and terrorism. 13.4% of India's population is Muslims. If you convert it into a figure, it is 13.4% of Indian population is Muslims here. The Muslims too have followers in almost the entire states and union territories of India. Both Christians and Muslims here enjoy total freedom, as India is a secular country. The Muslims feel more secured on this land than what they do in some of the so-called Islamic states in Asia and Africa. So it would be amusing to note that both Christianity and Islam started in India, first from Kerala, and it spread to other regions of the country here. Here, so Hinduism and Muslims in India, and next Christians in India. So the Roman Catholics and the Protestant preachers of West come to India on expeditions. So by sea route, they come to Surat in Gujarat, Goa, Mangalore in Karnataka, and Keelan, Cochin, and Calicut in Kerala in 13th century onwards. So, in addition to business activities, they slowly started convergence of Hindus to Christianity, which got a boost during the British rule, and also Portuguese rule in Goa, Daman, Diu, and French rule in Pondicherry. So usually tribals and poor people were targets by offer of food and petty jobs. So after independence, the conversion rates have drastically come down. So culturally, Indian Christians have adopted a Syrian and European practice of dress code, food habits, prayer methods, though at heart they are all Indians. So the population of Christians is more in northeast states and Kerala, Goa, and Pondicherry. So in central and northern India, the population of Christians is very small. So Christians have lived in relative peace for a long time, and there are no communal disturbance. So sometimes in Orissa and Karnataka, anti-conversion demonstrations have taken place. So where can you witness a coexistence or a living together of three religions, namely Hindus, Muslims, and Christians, with such a harmony as in India? So the communal tolerance is at its best in India, especially on the southern part of the country. Some disturbances here, and there are due to individuals misconduct or trouble creation. So to add variety into a already complex nature of India's religious map, three more religions took its birth in India. That is Sikhism, Jainism, and Buddhism were formed and spread in India. Though India had a strong base of Buddhism, it slowly ruined and is now a very negligible fraction here. So the religion spread to other countries in Asia from here. Now a large number of countries follow Buddhism. Still in India is a sacred place for Buddhists all over the world, as its root, the birth of Gautam Buddha. His preachings, some historical monuments related to the religion are all on this land. It is true that the cultural and religious, geographical, and historical features of India are more complex than that of a continent. The religious segment of the nation is so versatile and vibrant here. At the above plus 1 billion of Indians live jointly and peacefully. So this is what the significance and message in India can proudly show to the rest of the world with its unique slogan, unity in diversity. We learned what is religion and what is religious diversity of India. We are so diverse. We have some beliefs, so we follow those beliefs. Here, the four main religions in India. So Hinduism, Muslims, and then Christians are there. Buddhism is there. Sikhism preaches equality of humans and rejects discrimination on the basis of caste, creed, and gender. Concept of God is timeless here, and sightless and omkar, that is one constant. So many people, they believe in spirituality, they believe in God, they believe in religion. So we believe that some kind of power is there with us. Always the concept of God is timeless here, and sightless also, and Omkar, that is one constant. God is beyond time and space, and without form. Guru Nanak is much revered Sikh guru. The songs, hymns rendered are Gurbani, and singing of Gurbani is called Shabd Kirtan. Guru Granth Sahib, the sacred book, is in the form of poetry and rhyme. Shabd Kirtan is a type of meditation, established by Guru Nanak. And then Sikhism support service to society by physical service, mental service, and functional services. They should balance work always, balance work, worship, and charity, and defer the rights of all human beings. Free food is served in gurudwaras from charitable donations. Six on more in Punjab, Delhi, Haryana, Canada, and England. Six are physically strong and like agriculture. They are in agriculture also, army jobs, and sports. Recreation and festivities. The Sikh names end with Singh. Singh means that is lion. For males, and Kaur means that is a princess or lioness for females. Boys are baptized to wear five hooks. That is kes, that is uncut hair. Kesh, that is uncut hair. Kangi, that is a small woolen comb. Then Kade is also there. So they wear different symbols here. That is Singh, six are called Singhs. And their names are end with Singhs, and female names are end with Kaur, that is called princess, and then uncut hair is there. Kade, that is a steel metal bracelet. Kirpan is there, so that is called Kirpan, means that is sword, and Kachera, so that is special undergarment. These five Ks give them distinct identity worldwide. What is that five Ks? Kesh, Kangi, Kade, Kirpan, and Kachera. So these five Ks are there. So give them distinct identity worldwide. The Sikh religion too has its birth place on Indian soil. 1.9% of the Indians are followers of this religion. So its main presence is in the states of Punjab, Haryana, and Delhi. So the six are also there in Canada, USA, England, and Australia. Most of them migrated seeking green green pastures, lands. So 1.8% of the population belongs to others. It includes Jains, Jews, and then Zoroastrians, Parsis, etc. So 0.1% of the population come in the unspecified category. A very small fraction of Jews lives in India. Their invasion to India also started from Kerala a few centuries back. According to the history text, Jews mainly live in Kerala and Mumbai. Jainism, fifth one is Jainism, first one Hinduism, and then Muslims in India, Christians in India, Sikhism, and then Jainism now. So, Jainism is an ancient religion of India that teaches the way to liberation and bliss is to live a life of harmlessness and renunciation. So not only they follow pure vegetarianism but also avoid stimulants like onion, garlic, etc. So the aim of Jain life is to achieve liberation of soul. So they follow non-violence in theory and practices. Jains are called spiritual conquerors. So they have 24 spiritual leaders called Tirthankaras, and the last one was Mahavir in 599 to 527 BC, a contemporary of Buddha. Moreover, is considered as a founder of. He is Mahavira is considered as a founder of Jainism. So Jainism has historical roots in Hinduism, but there are differences in religious practices. So in India, Jain population, though very small, is spread all over India, but major groups are in Rajasthan and Gujarat. So they are mainly into various business and trade. So very simple, adjustable, and peace-loving people. And there have been only good work and charitable work by them, and absolutely no adverse records. That's why Jainism by Mahavira here. We read about spiritual leaders, 24 Tirthankaras, and he's the contemporary of Buddha. So next one is Buddhism here. It is a religion of about 300 million people among the world. So the word comes from buddhi, means to awaken, to enlighten. So it has its origins around 2500 years ago, when Siddhartha Gautama, later known as Buddha, was himself awakened at the age of 35. So Buddhism is more a philosophy of life and explains purpose of life. Buddhism to lead a normal life, and this is the philosophy here. So to be mindful and aware of thoughts and actions, and to develop wisdom and understanding. So Buddhism is becoming popular in Western countries because it avoids materialism and explains purpose of life as explained above. So what is the purpose of life here? Philosophy of life: to lead a normal life, to be mindful and aware of thoughts and actions, and to develop wisdom and understanding. So Buddhism is becoming popular in Western countries because it avoids materialism. So as I said here, that's why, though the Buddhism Buddhism started in India, it has spread more in other countries like Burma, China, and Thailand, Cambodia, Tibet, Sri Lanka, and Malaysia. So the spread of Hinduism has overtaken Buddhism in Indian society. So Buddha mainly preached on dharma, that is dhamma, and truth, dharma and truth. Died at the age of 80 years and is treated as a god by Buddhist followers. Eightfold path of Buddhism are right samadhi, right view, right resolve, right speech, right conduct, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness. So these are the eightfold path of Buddhism. So in India, Buddhists are more in Himachal Pradesh, Delhi, Karnataka, and few metros due to exodus of people who come to India in 1959 along with Dalai Lama. So they have adjusted well with Indian community, and there has been peaceful coexistence without any adverse remarks. So these are the things. So we learned about the religion here, and diversity of religious diversity also, and different religions are there in India. So that's why India is described as incredible India. Here the questions indicate four major religions of India with approximate percentage of population, and what is religious diversity. Name six religions that exist in India. Explain in brief four purusharthas of Hindus. I gave the approximate percentage of population also, and we learned what is a religion, what is religious diversity, and six religions exist in India. Purusharthas. So about we discussed about four purusharthas of Hindus. Try to answer these questions, and long answer questions are also there. India is a case of a unique mix of diverse religious practices. So explain main religions and their practices. So modern day youths are less religious compared to their parents and grandparents. So discuss your views on this. Try to answer these questions. Write a note on these questions, and then in the first chapter, a short answer questions. What is geographical diversity? What is political diversity? Is there? Name eight recognized regional languages of India. Name four very big architectural creations in India. Explain racial diversity. Explain various factors that make geographical diversity of India. So these are the questions here, and then so in the first chapter we learnt about geographical diversity, cultural diversity of India, linguistic diversity, racial diversity, and religious and social diversity, political diversity also. So Indian cuisine, Indian festivals, Indian art from forms are there. So we learnt about different classical folk music and dancers, music of India, and so architecture also, and so Indian paintings. So this is about India. This is about Indian culture, diversity of India. So first lesson is there religious. The second one is religious diversity. Now we end the class. So in the next class we go to a third chapter, that is cultural diversity. So thank you. One and all.
BPO, call center, and all these office, school, and your hospitals, all these are used, mainly used in terms of the ring topology. So here, so in the today I still learn